I done came up, busting down the whole broke, it's that bad. Want your people swag, you ain't even gotta ask. What are those, what is that? Please don't touch my rap, please don't touch my rap. I'm racked up like rappers.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Miners going up against the Bengals.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Sacramento Miners. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And our home team. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go.
From the gun, Kaiser. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll throw here. Kaiser. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make. It's 2nd and 9. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Under 10.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Kaiser to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
That'll be taken in the end zone. He spins free. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Grand 38.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
3rd and long for Kaiser. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. Green 30. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms?
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Avery Williamson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Avery Williamson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. To throw, Kaiser. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On second down, Kaiser again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch. And
he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the second quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can try it out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Now a handoff as they run left side. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Kaiser. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Kaiser. Room here to run. And he's brought down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Bengals. 51 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green. Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And Bullock will put this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Set! Clean!
And now here's a carry heading left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
That's fielded in the end zone. He juked him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now the Bengals on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Looking right, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit and make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Three. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. The Patriots, they've now taken the lead over the Bills. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Second down, Kaiser. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Kaiser on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
The punter lock out there now as he sends it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
All right, here we go. Boom, land it. No. Check. Patriot. Gun. Let's go.
The play clock's running down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
All right, here we go. Get 56. Green, 39. 56. Green, 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
No gain, and it's second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. Blue, landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Bengals. 47 yards. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go now. 3:19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Tried to get it on the edge there, but there was no seal, nowhere to go, had to step out.
Yeah, sometimes the defense just wins those battles because ordinarily the guy setting the edge, offensive tackle, tight end, H-back, someone of that caliber, wasn't there on that play. Defense wins it in a big way, no gain at all for the offense.
They'll look to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And Bullock will put this one through. Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the 4th quarter, and it was the Patriots that wound up winners in that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Now Kaiser. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Kaiser. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. Backed up deep in their own territory, they were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the gun, Kaiser. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tap.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Opening drive of overtime and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. To throw, Kaiser. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Watch left. Watch left. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Watch it now, boy. 3 down.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Now, check. Patriot. Patriot. Gun. Detroit.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Going for the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bengals triumph, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators...
And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And that is no good. And we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Well, we had 2 ties last season in 2016, and now we've got another here.
They're part of the game, and I can sound philosophical here and say, well, what can you do? But neither team happy, right? No one wants to walk away from here with a tie, but I guess it's better than walking away with a loss, right?
Yeah, I guess that's the bright side for both teams, but nobody walking away a victor. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
sound. Oh, are you listening? Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so watch and learn. I heard a voice of this broken hymn saying, "I'm not, this is who I am." I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher, 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 higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets, all I need. We're going higher, 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 higher. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. You've got a veteran player in the final year of his contract who has turned down your contract offers up until this point. You've got a veteran player in the final year of his contract who has turned down your contract offers. Oh, do you hear the thunder? No, don't let it bring you down. Look up and see the light. You're not alone, don't give up like that. Oh, yeah.